Good morning, guys. It's Laurie from PassionatePettyFincher.com, and if you feel like you have been a mess, y'all, today is going to be the Christmas craziness. This is just, I've been a mess all day. So if you're feeling that way too, I am here for you. If you click the link in the video, you can get our totally free Christmas Made Easy cheat sheet. I forgot to turn that around, so hang on. I'm going to turn it around right now. If you're hopping on, tell me good morning. Tell me if you are making something yummy today. This is going to be one of those days, guys, where it's going to be kind of a mess because I've had one of those mornings that's kind of been a mess. So let me see if I can get this to turn around. Of course, it's not going to turn around because the button's not working. Good morning, Susan. Okay, let's see if we can get this working again. Oh, and now the light's not working. There we go. Okay, there we go. Hey, guys. Okay, so click the link in the video to get the Christmas Made Easy cheat sheet. I'm going to make honey bun cake today. We're going to make Christmas crack. We're going to package up a bunch of stuff. We are heading out of town this weekend, and I said I would bring all the desserts. Not all the desserts done yet. So you and I are going to sit here and we're going to make some desserts this morning. I would love for you to hit the share this button if you would like to share this with somebody. And if we get, if you can hit the share this button, we will enter you to win a $25 Amazon gift card. So, which you can use on Christmas, which is super fun. This honey bun cake, it's also Happy Birthday Jesus cake, is the best cake you will ever make in your whole life. Like, it's just the best. There's no better cake. It's fantastic. So I want you to try it out if you haven't already, but you're gonna be surprised when you hear the baking time. People always say to me, they're like, Laurie, is that really the baking time? It is. Let me show you how it works. Oh, Tammy, you're at work listening. Good morning, Lena. So glad to see you this morning. Hey, Maria. Oh, I'm so glad, Renee. This is one of those recipes, you guys. We make it on Christmas morning. We call it Happy Birthday Jesus cake. It's really simple. You can make it ahead of time, which is what I normally do. I make it the night before. I'm making this to take this weekend, so we'll have, like, it's great breakfast or dessert at nighttime, so it's super easy. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take one cake mix. A friend of mine always told me that Duncan Hines cake mixes are the best. So I trust her, and when I see them go on sale, I always buy Duncan Hines. You could probably use a Kroger cake too, or whatever store brand, but I do like a good Duncan Hines cake. Then we're gonna add in, hang on, I'm gonna get my notes out because I don't remember everything by heart, which would be amazing if I did. Hang on just a second. This is so simple. It's one of those just kind of dump cakes, but I still need to remember the recipes. Okay, so we've got a yellow cake mix, a cup of sour cream, 4 eggs. Can y'all see this pretty well? Okay. A 1/2 cup sugar, 3/4 cup of oil. My dog is seeing what's going on. He knows. It's so funny. My dog misbehaves when you guys are on Facebook Live. It cracks me up. That's all we're going to add to this pan, okay? We're going to take it and we're going to mix it up really fast. Hi, Jessica. Thank you for sharing. Oh, was the Christmas crack good? Okay, Claudina, what is it about a Duncan Hines cake mix? I had no idea. I don't work for Duncan Hines or anything like that. If Duncan Hines wants me to work for them, we can talk about you a whole bunch, Duncan Hines. But I do really like their cake mixes. They're just they just make a good moist mix, and they work really well with this. Now, the trick about this recipe is that you are actually gonna bake it at 275 for 50 to 60 minutes. And that always feels weird to people. They always say, that cannot be right. I promise it's correct. Okay, so there's that, all done. And then in a separate bowl, we're gonna mix together 3/4 cups of brown sugar, 3 teaspoons of cinnamon. I absolutely love these long-handled spoons. If you have not seen these, guys, I'll see if Nicole can pop a link in for them. I'm gonna tell you about them in a little bit. We have a $2 off code. A friend of mine actually designed these spoons and had them developed, and I love them, and I will tell you about the code in another video, but I definitely check out the spoons because they're nice because they dip into big bowls, which I really like. Thank you for sharing, Marie. What size of measurement cup is that? It's an 8-cup measure. I absolutely love my Pyrex 8-cup measure because it makes things like this so simple because you can just pour right out of it. It is super heavy, but I love these spoons. Aren't those spoons awesome? How many, Aren't some of the Duncan Hines, oh, I don't know. Are any Duncan Hines cake mixes on recall? Please don't tell me they're on recall. Are they on recall? Hey, Beth, you're late this morning. I'm late this morning too, for sure. Oh, thank you, thank you, Nicole, for getting that link out for us. Okay, so now we've got a 9 by 13 inch pan. I clearly need a new 9 by 13 inch pan. So if any of my family is watching, this is my favorite one. I bought it several years ago from Amazon. The reason I love it is because it has a lid. And so because we're taking this to travel this weekend, I'm using my big ugly pan because ultimately it's more important that I get there safe than anything else. And now, oh, and click the link in the video if you would like all these recipes. So next what we're gonna do is, we're gonna pour these. We're only gonna pour about half of this, and this is an 8 cup measure for those who are watching. I do need a new pan, I know, it's pitiful, isn't it? That's just terrible. That's called lots of years of use. It gets used a lot, mostly for, this is one of its favorite recipes. It's just so, I always use it because it has that lid, and my Pyrex one that's like this, y'all, I melted the lid in the oven, so I'm kind of stuck. Now you want to put about half of this batter down, and you want to make sure the bottom is really well covered. So I'm just getting it into all the corners really well. And then you're going to take your brown sugar and cinnamon mixture, and you're going to sprinkle it on top. This recipe was one that my friend Tiffany gave to us whenever we had our 3rd kiddo. The best meals, I think, are those meals after you've had your 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th baby, when sweet other mamas have mercy on you and bring you dinner. When she brought this, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna be happy and sit here and nurse this baby and eat all the honey bun cake. So this always brings back happy memories for me because that was a fun time in our lives and exhausting at the same time because we had 2 older kids. I know for those of you guys who have lots of kids, you know it gets crazy. So then we've got that mixed out. Now we're gonna go ahead, you do spray the pan. Yes, the pan was already greased. And this is a Happy Birthday Jesus cake. It's also known as a honey bun cake. You wanna make sure to get this on pretty thin on this top layer because your goal is to cover the whole thing. I will tell you, I don't always do it perfectly. It is not a big deal. It will all bake out just fine, but I do try to get it kind of, so I don't just clump it all in the middle. I try to kind of spread it out over the whole top. And it does not have to be perfect, as you can tell, but, and you can take a knife once it's done and kind of spread it along, but it's gonna do just fine. Like I said, as soon as it goes in the oven, the heat will kind of automatically stick it in its right places, but I try to give it a good start. This will make your house smell so good that you will, your family will think you've like become Paula Deen. They will want to come hang out with you all the time. If you have kids that are at college, they will come home and they'll be like, oh mom, you're the best ever. This is the recipe to feed your family. If you wanna make your house smell yummy, it's just so good. And like I said, you can make it the night before Christmas and then serve it on Christmas Day. I'm making it today to take tomorrow to something and it'll be perfect. So it doesn't have to be served right away. It's super moist, it's almost better the second day. My goal is that we don't dig into it until we get to Nashville tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, now we are gonna bake it. Like I said, you're gonna bake it at the temperature, I believe is 275 for 50 to 60 minutes. So I'm gonna pop this one in the oven and then we will start, hang on, let me see if I can't get the rest of this cake batter out. Don't want to be wasteful. Okay, I'm gonna pop this one in the oven and I'm gonna set the timer for 50 minutes. It will feel super moist. And then for the frosting, you just take 2 cups of powdered sugar, a few teaspoons of milk, and a little bit of vanilla. And then once it has cooled a good bit, you don't wait until, you want to go ahead and ice it once it's, you don't want to wait until it's completely cool to ice. Ice it when it still has just a little bit while it's still cooling. And that way it just kind of seeps down in there. Oh my gosh, pure deliciousness. It is super moist. It is really, really, really moist. I need an offset spatula. It makes life a little easier. I don't know what an offset spatula is, Colleen. Now I need that though. Maybe that's a good Christmas gift to ask for. I feel like I could add a little bit more in here. And my friend Tiffany, I believe, actually doubles the frosting. I may add a little more frosting. You can add a little more. You can double the frosting if you want. Duncan Hines, the recall. Are you kidding me? What's the recall with March dates? Okay, let's look. Where would it say the date for the recall? Because that would be really sad to me. Okay, y'all, where would it say the date? I really don't see it. Okay, well, I'm hoping this is not the recalled one. I don't see a date anywhere in this box. I'm gonna have to go look. Now I'm gonna be worried. Oh, Darlene, if you haven't gotten any of the recipes, will you do me a favor and send me a link, send me an email at contact@passionatepennypincher.com. Butter, gold, and confetti with March. I'm trying to see your comment, Janine. Oh, hang on, let's see. Well, I can't see it on top, you guys said. Am I looking at it and missing? Oh, there, I see it now. Best by August 31st, 2019. Do y'all think I'm safe? Okay, hopefully. Okay, I just bought it, so it should be okay. Phew. Okay, so that one's done. Now we are gonna go ahead and make some Christmas crack. Because like I said, I'm making all the recipes. I said I would make all the dessert for this weekend. I am probably just like you and have had a crazy week. And so I haven't done this, but I'm trying a new recipe for my favorite Christmas crack. How many of you guys, give me a heart or like if you have made Christmas crack before, and click the link in the video if you would like all the recipes sent to you. They should come right out, and if they don't, send me an email at contact@passionatepennypincher.com and we will get it mailed out to you. Okay, so we're just gonna take this. I do like to line it with parchment paper, but I'm gonna tell you what, it is easier if you cut your parchment to the right size that you need. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this rather than fight it out. Because if you cut it to the right size, the crackers won't be going nuts. So we're gonna help this out just a little bit. And these are the worst scissors on the planet. I also need, okay y'all, so if anybody wants to make a Christmas list for my family, I need apparently an offset spatula, a new set of kitchen spoons, and a new 9x13 baking dish that has a lid with a case would be really nice. So anybody wants to send that list to my sweet husband, I would sure appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna leave one side up because that makes it easier to pull off the tray. There we go. And it doesn't have to be perfect. I do like to put the salt on the bottom. So stick your salt on the bottom. And that way it touches your tongue first. Now tell me what recipes, guys, what is the one thing that you love to make at the holidays that you're like, oh, if I make that, it feels like Christmas? Diane, I'm so glad you love the recipes. These are like the ones we make every single year, so it's not exciting, but in a way, like I feel like I should maybe try some new ones, but I'm like, you know what? These are all amazing. Why would I try something different when I know what works? Oh, you like making sugar cookies? Lupnik, for anybody who likes making sugar cookies, my friend Lynette from Cleverly Simple has the best sugar cookie recipe. We tried it last week. I do not make sugar cookies because I'm terrible at them, but y'all, these were fantastic. My daughter was home. We didn't have the right ingredients. We didn't have anything except just regular ingredients, and I told her, well, go look at Lynette's recipe. They were the best, the absolute best I have ever made. So if you want to look up cleverlysimple.com, type in, I know it'll pop right to the top, type in cleverlysimple.com homemade sugar cookies. She also has a great homemade frosting recipe. Hers are so, so, so good. Okay, so we've got the crackers laid out. So now we're gonna go over and we're gonna bake, we're gonna cook up the butter and brown sugar mixture. So come on over here, guys. We've got that. We're gonna heat this up, and I probably should have melted this ahead of time to make this process go a little faster. You know what I may do is, as we're waiting for this, you've got a cup of butter here and then a cup of brown sugar. Super simple. Jane, people keep asking about my apron. I actually got it last year at World Market, and it is my favorite, and I looked to see if World Market had any other good ones like this, and they do not. Oh, Sarah, you make your grandma's date nut candy. How fun. Oh, I'm so glad you like the recipes, Gina. Lubnik, you do go gluten-free, so yeah, you probably have a special recipe that you use, I bet. Let's see if we can't scoot this over so you guys can see. There we go. Is that better? Much better. Okay, so we're melting this over high heat. And what we want to do is bring the butter and the brown sugar to a boil. So I'm letting my brown sugar or my butter melt first. You want to make sure not to burn anything. That is the biggest thing about this, is it is so easy. The trick is to make sure you cook it, but don't burn it. So that's our goal right now. It will be so yummy. Kelly, you love World Market too. Hey, Melinda in Union City, Tennessee. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so we got that added in. Now I'm gonna go ahead. So it's a cup of butter, cup of brown sugar. You can see my butter is already melting, so I'm gonna actually turn this down just a little bit because the trick is you want the butter and brown sugar to incorporate, but you don't want you don't want to burn it. And it's really hard not to burn it but to get it cooked. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this to a boil after we melt the butter completely. Oh, Lupnik, you make gingerbread. I love that. Donna makes Secret Santa surprise cookie. Thank you for sharing, Cecilia. How much brown sugar, Natasha? It's a cup of brown sugar. So the ingredients for this, again, if you click at the link in the video, you can get all the recipes and the free cookbook. But basically you're gonna do a sleeve of saltine crackers, a cup of butter, a cup of brown sugar, and 1.5 cups of chocolate chips. Now I'm gonna try something different. Let me hear, what additions do you typically add to your Christmas crack? We're gonna make something new. Y'all wanna guess today what I'm gonna make that's different? Do you have to add the chocolate? You do, but not till the end. We add it after we bake it, we will add it in. And I know I have made this recipe so many times, but I make it all the time because it's the one that people always wanna know about the most. And it's actually our favorite, so. Okay, so my butter is just about ready to go. And I want you to look at the consistency. Do you see how it's not quite thick? So we're gonna cook it up to where it gets a little bit thicker. And I probably just made that camera really hard to go. Okay, so I'm gonna heat this up just a little bit. And I'm gonna boil it for 3 to 5 minutes, but I don't want it to burn. So I'm gonna do it at a really low boil, which is the trick to Christmas crack. So many people ask me, they're like, how come it didn't turn out right? You have to get it to a low boil so that this brown sugar dissolves, but you don't burn the mixture. So we're gonna let this sit. Let's see if we can. I think it's at a boil right now. Turn up the heat till it's a good solid boil while I'm stirring it. And then I think we're good. Now I'm just gonna turn it to a nice low rolling boil. I think we're just about good. Can y'all see that? You add pecans, toffee, or any candy bar crumble. Oh, I think you know what we're doing today. The link for the measuring spoons, Jessica, it's in there, and I will put one in. I will also send it out to the email list for sure. Okay, look, do you see what it's doing right now? So I'm gonna let it, I'm feeling like I'm gonna turn it down. I want you to see it. Oh, it smells so good. Okay, I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. I'm gonna set my timer to 3 minutes. Okay. So there's my timer. While this is going, we are gonna go ahead and we're gonna package up some, don't look at my mess over here, even though it really is a mess over here. This is just the truth of my life right now, y'all. So for any of you guys who have messes in your home, this is the way it goes today. So while we're waiting for that to cook, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna package up some of these treats to take this weekend. So this is, remember I got these at Walmart the other day? So I'm gonna put all of the fudge and the Christmas crack into this. This is what's left of the fudge that my family didn't eat. If If it were up to them, they would normally eat the whole thing. But I didn't let them eat the whole thing. This is so funny. This is what my family, I looked in the fridge. This is what we have, y'all, from yesterday's fudge making. 2 things of fudge. So we have peppermint fudge and marshmallow fudge. And I'm just gonna take these out of here. And you can see what a mess it is. I'm gonna try to clean it up. Oh my goodness, look at this, y'all. This cracks me up. I'm gonna take some parchment paper so that it's not sticky on the bottom. And I just think these boxes are perfect for taking treats in. So I'm super excited. And I figured while we're waiting for the crack to come get ready, we could do this. This is also great to put into treat boxes for other folks to give. Like I said, I'm packaging these up to take with us to family this weekend. The good thing is the family is super loving and forgiving, so if it's not perfect, they are not gonna care. And I am totally just doing this on live, y'all. This is not super exciting. It's just stuff I gotta get done before we can go. My husband's office party is tonight for work. We are leaving at like 5 o'clock tomorrow morning to go to this thing. I haven't packed, I haven't done any laundry. So at least I have to get this done while y'all hang out with me so I can finish it up. Please fill one and send it to you, Kim. I will bring it right up to you. Oh, thank you. This is why I do this stuff on Facebook Live. You guys have so many good tips. Who was that just said that? Put the knife in hot water. Okay, I'm gonna go try that. And I'm gonna check on my, oh, my Christmas crack is getting a little hot, so I'm turning it down just a wee bit. I'm gonna have to wait till that water gets a little hotter. We'll see, hang on. Okay, so that was the Christmas crack ready to go. So we'll wait, hang on, we're gonna go over and check out the Christmas crack. Oh my goodness. Is this what y'all's kitchen feels like when you're trying to do a whole bunch of things? Uh-oh, my phone. There we go. Okay, there's the crackers. So now we're gonna take the Christmas crack mixture and we're gonna, oh y'all, this is perfect. I want you to look at that consistency right there. That's what you want, just nice. Oh, it's like butter. Oh, because it is butter. Okay, we're gonna pour this over top. I use light brown sugar. I don't like it as well with dark brown sugar. I just like the flavor of light brown personally. We're gonna pour this over here. I'm gonna make sure all my crackers are covered. Okay, there we go. I need a knife to get this, or a spoon actually works better. I'd like to make sure this is all covered. I think that it's gonna go out, it's gonna melt out in the oven. So I'm gonna bake this in the oven now for about 5 minutes. The oven is set at 400. I'm gonna double check that. I believe that's right, but I have made it so many times. You would think I would just remember these, but I don't always. So yeah, I'm gonna bake for 5 to 6 minutes in the oven. While that's baking, I'm gonna come back over here and finish up the peppermint fudge. Y'all, this is just too much in one day, I'm telling you. Oh, it definitely helps with it melted, warmer. It still is pretty thick. It's pretty thick. I was afraid I wasn't gonna be able to have enough peppermint fudge. I'm wondering if I should put the peppermint fudge in a different container because it's gonna smell like peppermint. I actually might do that. The other ones won't smell like anything, but this one definitely will. So I may actually put it into something else. And y'all, this is like the most boring Facebook Live. I'm literally just waiting for that stuff to make and then I'll show you the rest of it. So thank you for hanging out with me. If you're wanting to. Your mother used a pizza cutter. Oh, I'm gonna try that. That's a smart idea. Okay, you guys are the smartest. I'm gonna warm it up too. That is a great idea. So for those of you, how many of you, give me a harder like if you have ever tried running a Facebook Live before. For those of you who have not, it's kind of funny because you look up, you can't always look and see the comments. And then every once in a while, I look up at the right moment. Okay, it's still kind of hard because this stuff is just hard. There's no way around it. But I do think that has more potential. Oh my goodness, you guys. Hopefully it won't break my pizza cutter and I won't lose a finger while we're here on Facebook Live. Almost there. Okay, I'm ready for any other tips. I'll keep trying whatever y'all have for me. What other ideas do you got here? Not boring, thank you, Dee Dee. You have to keep dipping it. Kim, I have to keep dipping it. That's what I wondered. Okay. Let's see. I think we're good. I think I'm not gonna do that one again. I think we've got enough there. So now we're gonna put this, I'm actually probably gonna do 2 pails. So I'll do one with the Christmas crack and the marshmallow fudge, and then I'll do another one with just the peppermint, because I do feel like for people who hate peppermint, you know how some people just hate peppermint? I hate for them to be stuck with peppermint tasting stuff because of the smell in there. Oh, you guys can't even see this, sorry. Here I am putting it in my cute little bin. Next time after it is chilled. It's already chilled, that's the problem. Keep a cup with hot water. Y'all are so smart. Okay, I'm gonna go try that. That's a great idea. Okay, so this is box number 1, ready to go for tomorrow. I'm gonna go pour a cup of hot water. Hang on. Okay, y'all, let's see if this works. You guys are the smartest people. We'll see if this is big enough. We'll see how this works on this other marshmallow fudge. It's not quite big enough, but I think it's gonna work. So I'm gonna have 2 of my containers that I think are so cute. These were from Walmart. I've seen so many great containers at different stores. It's just so fun to see what people come out with for Christmas. I love it. Okay, so let's try this one. This is the one that my kids this is what they did to it, you guys. That's what's left from yesterday. So I am actually gonna get another piece of parchment. I wish you guys, I'm gonna have to show you a picture of what this craziness looks like. But I hear let me check on the Christmas crack because it's about ready to come out. Oh, the Christmas crack is looking amazing. Oh, and it's dripping. Hang on, I'm gonna pull it out. It is definitely dripping, which is gonna be really not awesome. So be smarter than I just was and put a pan underneath your Christmas crack, because otherwise, normally mine hasn't boiled over, but this one totally boiled over. I had a smaller pan. So make sure, my mistake here, I'm gonna show you what I did wrong, is I did not use, here we go guys. I did not use a pan that has a taller lip. So when you make your Christmas crack, I want you to make it with a pan that has a taller lip on it so that it catches if any of this stuff falls off. That fell off really badly, but it's gonna be fine. I'm gonna tidy these pieces up a bit. I must have shaken it whenever I put it in. Oh, y'all, this is what happens when you're in a hurry. It's gonna totally be fine, and it's not gonna taste any different because it kind of all melts together anyways. But there we go, fix that. And I will say, for any of y'all watching, I always get comments with people who say, oh my goodness, you're such a mess and so unorganized. How do you teach people to cook? The reality is, guys, I've got 3 kids. I run a good-sized business from home, and I am just like all of y'all, and I don't do it all perfectly, but most of the time, hopefully when you do it, other folks aren't watching. So if you're watching here and you're like, oh my gracious woman, you are out of control, you are right, and I am okay with that because my family loves the stuff we make. There's some pretty yummy treats and it's not always perfect. And so if you're like me and don't feel like you're always perfect, it doesn't mean you don't do stuff. It just means that it's a little wild. My husband says I'm a mess, but I'm a cute mess. So that's good. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna pop that back into the oven for about a minute. We just want it to go for a minute. So I will roll this out for a second and then y'all remind me to pop that right back out. I am so human, yes, that is for sure. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be perfect. Okay, for the win, you guys. Thank you for helping me. That was so much better, but you definitely have to dip it pretty regularly. That is definitely gonna be easier. Okay, so to whoever told us all these awesome tricks on how to make this easier, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead. But the best thing is definitely to keep dipping it. So I'm gonna let that go. I'm gonna pull the crack back out. I'm gonna spread the chocolate chips out just a little bit. I think these go. I was so afraid of burning it. I did not want to burn it. I'm gonna spread this out just a little bit. It will continue to melt, but this just helps them soften a little faster. And then you're gonna refrigerate it until it's hardened and then crack it into little pieces and serve. It is amazing. Your people are gonna be so impressed. It totally is addictive. How many of you guys have made it, and would you agree with me that this is like, I saw my saltines in the cabinet the other day and I was like thinking, oh my gosh, I have to make some Christmas crack. And I thought, no, you do not have to make it. So I can only make it when I'm taking it to other people because I eat it because it is so stinking yummy. Okay, there we go, y'all. So now what I'm gonna do, because I'm trying a variation that I've never tried before, hang on, is I'm gonna do one more thing to this one. Oh my gosh, so good. I am going to add, look at this, what we're gonna add. We're gonna add some Heath chips. How many of you guys absolutely love Heath chips? I think they're like the yummiest thing maybe on the planet. So I'm just gonna add them. Y'all, look at that. Now you could add peppermint. I've heard people add peanut butter chips. What else could you add, guys, to the top? This is gonna be my favorite though. What do you guys think? So see, despite the mess, we still did just fine. Oh my gosh, you guys. This right here, thebomb.com. Okay, this is gonna be the best Christmas crack I've ever made. So now I'm gonna pop it in the fridge. If I can find my oven mitt. Put it on top of something because you don't want it to mess up your refrigerator for sure. And it is very, very, very hot. I'm actually setting mine on top of my foam eggs because they're in foam. Then we are gonna finish up this and then I am done for the day. I just finished my Christmas bacon. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I will show you how to package this one up. Click the link in the video if you want all the recipes. We'll also send you daily deals to keep you up to date with everything. Whoever told me that, you guys, that is the way to do fudge. So, if nothing else, even if you don't learn from me, because you guys are all so stinking smart, you guys teach me so much every single day, and I love that you help me find new ways to do things that I would not have thought of before. I should have made this a little tidier, but it's all good. So we have this fudge to take. We're gonna have the marshmallow fudge. We'll have the Christmas crack and the honey bun cake. So I'm thinking I have rocked dessert despite the mess, which is pretty awesome. Except that my space is dwindling. If you as soon as I finish, I'm gonna show you guys a picture of my countertop right now, if you could see it. And the reason I'm separating these is because for anybody who hopped on late, this one is peppermint, and if you don't love peppermint, you don't want to be stuck eating it. And I'll try to answer you questions. What? Oh, thank you. Was it you, Kelly? Thank you, thank you, thank you, Kelly. Oh my gosh. Dana, did you like the peanut butter fudge? Wasn't that fantastic? I'll try to read your comments now. Oh, I'm so glad. Where do you get the recipes? If you click the link in the video, you can get all the recipes we've used. Just click the link in the video and they will come right up for you. And I am so thankful to my sweet sister-in-law who said when I told her, I said, what can I bring? And I said, can I bring treats? Because I'm going to be making them for Facebook Live. So this is a fun way to get to make some things, but also take some things too. So I'll put the Christmas crack on the other side of this. And I'll show you how the buckets are going to look once they're all done. I love these buckets. This is like my new favorite. This bucket would be awesome for Muddy Buddy Chex Mix too. The honey bun cake won't be out for a bit, so I'll take a picture and show it to you guys. Then we've got the lids. Look at this. How stinking cute are these? You know you signed up, but you can't find the recipe part. Candace, if you click the link, send me an email at contact@passionatepennypincher. On the recipes, first comes the cleaning check or the house checklist or Christmas checklist, and then in the back is all the other stuff. You guys, how fun is that? That just makes me happy. The buckets are the best. So I want you guys to see the reality that happens behind Facebook Live. For anybody who's hung out, I just want you to take a peek because you need to know. This is what my kitchen now looks like. Right there. Yeah. So if you watch this stuff and you think, oh my gracious, these people who do Facebook Live or whatever have it all together, y'all, this is what we have together. A stinking hot mess. But I have my stuff done. I'm excited. What's the sugar cookie recipe I use? Okay, go to cleverlysimple.com. Actually, go to Google and type in cleverlysimple.com sugar cookie recipe, and you'll find that one for sure. It's a really, really good one. Does anybody know if you can use white chocolate? Oh my gosh, you could absolutely use, y'all agree with me. I have never made Christmas crack using white chocolate, but I know I've heard people have. So will somebody let us know for sure? Can you do that? Dawn, you can totally relate. It's Heath Bar. Yes, Heath Bars is what we put on top, and they're gonna be amazing. Let me see. Has anybody used the white chocolate? Amber, you're so welcome. Amy, I'm definitely human. What did you put on the Christmas kitchen crack? It was Heath Bars. What's the sugar cookie? I think I got through all the questions. Where did you find the buckets? I found them at Walmart. Your Christmas crack turned out sticky. Dana, did you? It is sticky. I mean, it's like brown sugar and butter, so it's going to be a little sticky, but it shouldn't be super, super sticky. Too much sugar. It is too much sugar. Can you use Ritz on the crack? Yes, you can use Ritz. I use graham crackers as well. I don't like graham crackers quite as much as I like saltines, even though they're pretty yummy. So either one is good. You totally made it with white chocolate yesterday. You're going to try the Christmas crack this Christmas. Oh, I think you'll love it, Kayla. Kayla, make sure you use a pan that has a taller side because that'll help that not to run over. You've done it with white chocolate and peppermint. That would be gorgeous. I'm going to have to maybe try that next week. Thank you. Your crack didn't break as good as yours. It was stretchy. Did you put it in the refrigerator, Crystal? All looks wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Darlene. You need the checklist. Send me an email at contact@passionatepennypincher.com. You can also just Google Christmas crack on Passionate Penny Pincher, and that should come up too. Use the Pampered Chef vegetable cutter. Oh, that's a cute idea. You've never had it, but you're going to have to make it. You have to make it, Clarissa. It's fantastic. You guys will love it. Okay, you guys have an amazing day. Let me know if you have any other questions. Send us an email at contact@passionatepennypincher.com if you did not get the recipes. I sure hope you grabbed them, but if you didn't, if you click on it, you should be able to print it. Hopefully that helps. 1.5 cups of chocolate chips is what we use in those, Beverly. The kitchen looks great. Oh, I'm so glad that you tried the Christmas crack and your husband loved it. He isn't a sweet either. Samantha, I think the trick is because it's sweet and salty, so it's like perfect. You guys have a great day, and I will talk to you Monday morning. We'll be baking a few other things. We have to make cinnamon rolls still. My daughter is begging for the cinnamon rolls. You have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.